Welcome to the Seed Pod. This is another edition of Building Business Brilliance in West Kenya. The Seed Pod, where we get to talk to entrepreneurs, business founders, and also newbies in entrepreneurship. If I asked you what you do, what would you say? I bake cakes, I run errands, I work in I'm a financial expert. What if you said it differently and you said, I make tantalizing cakes that bring out your taste buds to ensure you are full? Because instead of saying you just sell cakes, make yourself different out there to ensure that you create a market niche for yourself and for what you do. Instead of just saying, I run errands, you can equally say, I help busy professionals take care of their to-do list without them moving an inch. This is called elevation pitch. Entrepreneurs are encouraged to learn what elevation pitch is and how important it is in selling their brands. Today, I am with a very good friend of mine who has brought himself out as a great mind in the transport industry. When you think of transport and you think of shuttle business, then you would most definitely think of him. He is now seeking to replace Swagger in his political seat of MCA in Kondele. Actually, he is now referring to himself as Youth for Youth, and we would like to talk to him about business and also his political ambition, and has his ambition affected his prowess in business? So we are yet to find out, and I would like to introduce to you Cecil Okoth. He is well known as a Cecil Conchella. Cecil.
Yes.
Karibu sana.
Thank you so
Karibu
much.
sana,
Thank
Sipna.
you.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
You're good.
I'm good. Happy
You're
to see
well?
you. I am.
Karibu sana to the Seed Pod.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Seed Pod.
Thank you so much. I am happy to be here today.
Where do I start from? Because I have known you for a very long time.
Of course, yes.
And some time back, you told me about coming up with a space for entrepreneurs, where entrepreneurs can have an umbrella of their own in West Kenya. To some point, we were able to realize that ambition. Then, of course, you got busy here and there. Nowadays, you're a very busy man. Getting you is a big challenge. But I do appreciate that you have created time to come and talk to me about Cecil as an individual and your ambitions and also business. If you were to get some 5 seconds of fame, how would you introduce Cecil?
My name is Cecil Okoth. That is the famous name that people know. And one thing I say about myself is I always try to refer myself as a boy from the ghetto, because that is where I was born, and life in the ghetto has always been the best life for me.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
A boy from the ghetto.
Yes, a boy from the ghetto.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that is where I always start from, because that is what has defined who Cecil is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Which ghetto?
Manyata.
Oh, which part of Manyata?
The biggest ghetto in Kisumu County.
Is Manyata really the biggest or Nyalenda?
I think we'll never have an answer to that because there has always been a conflict between Manyata and Nyalenda, who are the superpower. So it's something that still exists with the young people that are still coming up after us.
Yes.
Yes. So basically part of Konambota.
Oh.
Yes. So if you go there.
Konambota.
Yes.
Okay. So that's where you grew up?
Yes.
You went to school where?
I went to school at Kosao Primary School.
Oh, Kosao.
Manyata.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And I went to high school at St. Ignatius Magadi.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All this while, tell me about your background. Mom, dad.
Yes. So I have a father. My father died when I was still in high school. Yes, my father died in 2008. So I have been brought up with my mom. We are a family of 6. Yes, I am the second born. So all this while we have been brought up with our mom. So she's a very strong woman.
What was she doing, or
Yes,
what does she do?
So my mom sells clothes, mtumba clothes.
Okay.
In Kibuye. So that is what she has been doing for over 20 years.
Oh, for over 20 years.
Over 20 years. So that is what has fed me and my siblings. And I really respect that.
What did you learn from her about business? Now that she used to sell mtumba, or she sells mtumba for over 20 years.
One thing I learned about her on business, business wants discipline.
Okay.
Business wants discipline, and business wants more than 100% of you. Because if you don't invest more than 100% of you, then you're not going to succeed in business. Yes. So she would do anything. She would, like, that was everything for her. Because that was the source of everything: our food, rent, school fees.
Yes.
Yes. So she would do anything.
Great. So growing up in Konambuta, how was life like?
You just know how ghetto life is.
Ghetto life
for me, it was the most enjoyable part of my life, actually.
Okay.
Because in the ghetto, we cared for nothing. There was nothing was serious for us. You just wake up. If you're 50 bob, you're a rich man. Yes, because you would get chapati dondo for 10 bob. Yes, and you see now you would use 10 bob on chapati dondo, and you're like, oh, I have eaten.
Yes.
And 50 bob you would eat ugali and nyama. And eating ugali and nyama those days was something very huge.
Yes.
Hey,
you used to help her in her mtumba sales?
Yes. On Sundays, I would go to Kibuye with her. Yes. Very early in the morning, I am up because that is where I will also get my 10, 20
pocket
shillings.
Money.
Yes. So, and now we would scramble with my siblings, like, who is going this Sunday? Yes. Because we wanted also to support her. Like,
exactly.
This Sunday, I'm the one going. This Sunday who is going? Because weekdays we are in school.
Yes.
So Sunday, Sunday used to be a busy day in Kibuye. Yes. So this Sunday I'm the one going.
So you'd use that money for your through the week during school, pocket money.
Yes, because now I have 50 bob. I have 100 bob. Now I'm not a rich man.
Exactly.
In the gate.
Exactly.
Yes.
Cecil, you are very passionate about entrepreneurs, and from the times and the moments that we have shared together, several events and several meetings and gatherings, you have consistently reminded me of the fact that there is a space for all entrepreneurs in West Kenya. And that has stuck with me for a very long time now, and has made me really feel also very passionate about entrepreneurship. According to you and how you view it, what would you say is the best bit of entrepreneurship?
I think for me, entrepreneurship is life. because I have been on the both coins. I have been employed, and I have been in business. So I have sat down and weighed like which one is the best for me. So for me, entrepreneurship is the most outstanding one because first it gives you room to grow. It gives you room to learn. It also gives you room to know what is right and what is wrong. It also gives you room to be disciplined on how should I save, how do I manage my finances.
Ah, fantastic. Yes.
So for me, you only learn that through entrepreneurship.
Through entrepreneurship.
Yes. Because if you are to start a business, you want to sell mandazi, you'll have to know, where am I going to get cheap unga? Where am I going to am I going to station my business where I can get clients? Like if today I fail to sell, what happens to that stock? So it gives you a lot of room for learning. It gives you a lot to think about, and it gives you also room. Like now, today, the sales were very nice. So how am I balancing my expense against what I get?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That is so great. And you had something going on in the name of Urban Shuttle. Tell me about Urban Shuttle.
Urban Shuttle is something that is existing. I ventured into transport industry in 2019.
Okay.
Yes. So through that, I ventured into something maybe I didn't have idea of. And it was through my cousin and friends. And it was also a passion since I was from Konambota, Manyata.
Yes.
And we would sit at the base there. So sometimes I would also be a conductor. I go one trip or
Squad.
I would go
Squad.
Yes, for squad. So through there, I learned a lot, and I was like, I would love to do this. Yes. So that is how I started to venture into that.
The transport
Transport
industry.
industry. Yeah, so I have cars that ply town service. That is town 44. Yes, we also have town Manyata. We also have town Mamboleo and Kibos.
Also, you have matatus in those routes.
Yes.
Matatu business, people say it is very profitable, but at the same time, you can wake up one day and high blood pressure, iko juu.
Kabisa. It has a lot of highs and lows because it needs you to understand like what are you venturing, because matatu business does not profit only you, the owner.
Yes.
It feeds more than 10 people a day.
And who are these people?
It feeds more than 10 people a day. You excluded.
You are the last one to eat.
In fact, you are the last person who benefits from it.
From your own matatu?
Yes, you are the last person who benefits from your own matatu. Yes, because first you have a driver.
Thank you.
You have a conductor. These people don't work full day. Someone gets to work at 5 and leaves at 11. Someone picks it at 11 to 4. Then someone gets to 4 to 8.
And sometimes 8 to 11.
Yes. So you realize those are more than 4 people. Same to conductor.
The conductors, yes.
Then there are also these stages where they have people who gather clients for them. You will be paid 50, you will be paid 20. So many people are benefiting from this.
Yes.
And you also have, the county is also benefiting because we pay municipal. So a lot. Yes.
So getting into matatu business for you, how did you start it?
A friend of mine was selling one, and my cousin was like, you could get this so that we try it. So I was like, why do you think we should get that one?
Good.
Like, that car is in a good condition and the owner is just pressed. So I think this is the best time to convince him to get it. So I was like, okay. So let me think about it. Yes, I went and so they kind of was like, okay, because it's a car I had known for a while. So I was like, okay, let us get this and try.
So you bought it.
Yes,
So once you bought it, then you just put it on the road.
yes.
But the cliche or the word on the street is that before you put a matatu on the road, you have to talk to the bases, stages.
You see now, that was so easy for me. I did not
Yeah,
talk
because
to
you're
any
insider.
person. Yes, because like I am a well-known person in the route, so I didn't have to get permission
Yes.
from someone to like. Now I need to get a matatu to apply this route. Yes. So if they this one is for oh,
Weka ndani.
hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting to know and to learn about that industry because it is one area that is known for also quote unquote rogue people.
Yes.
Did people now change and now see Cecil as a rogue guy for him to now make it in matatu industry or transport?
You see, one thing I always say, you cannot change how someone sees or views you. Yes, how you take me is from your own level of understanding and perception.
Yeah.
And for me, I know people tend to always associate matatu people as rogue people who don't understand things, people who have difficulty in understanding and listening. But in the years I have been in this industry, for me, that does not exist, I would say. Yes.
Okay.
It's just always a misunderstanding of how do we understand these people. And you will realize many people, many of the drivers, conductors, a lot of them are learned people.
Yeah, I learned that. Yeah,
Yes.
I got that information also
because
sometime.
people thought these are people who didn't want to go to school, so they just resort to this. Most of them are learned people. Yes, but it's only that we don't have employment. So how would they survive? Yes, you do any work that is available for you to survive.
Yeah.
Yes. So if today you were to bring them together and sit them down, you will realize these people are totally different of what I have been hearing.
That's nice to know, Cecil. And is it profitable?
You can.
Now that you say you eat last and you feed probably 10 people, is it profitable?
It is.
For somebody who would want to venture into the transport industry.
You see, there is no business that is profitable if it is not well managed. Yes. There is no business that will get you profit if it is not well managed. So if you manage your business well and know how to balance your books, definitely you will get something. Yes.
There is no business that is profitable
if it is not well managed.
If it is not well managed. So, Cecil, you are now seeking to be the next MCA of Kondele.
Yes.
The capital city.
The undisputed barracks.
Of Kisumu.
Kisumu.
It's a big shoe. Don't you think?
I know it's a big shoe, but I am also a big man.
And you are ready for it?
I am also a big man and very ready for that. It's something that started to exist more than 5 years ago.
Okay.
But I have been sitting on it because I was like, I am not ready for that. And I don't like taking risks. Yes.
So 5 years ago, you had this, the birth or the conception of you being the next MCA of Kondele.
Of Kondele. So it's something that was in existence, and I was to do it in 2022. Yes. And because also the current MCA is my good friend and like a brother to me.
Swagger.
Yes. So we had to sit down and see how do you work this out. You know, you cannot compete a brother. Because who will support a brother if you start competing? Yes.
But will the brother pass the baton?
Definitely, definitely, I believe he will.
Okay.
Yes, I am certain.
What brings you into politics?
What brings me into politics is what I have experienced growing up. There are a lot of things that are happening in Manyata, Kondele as a whole.
Yeah.
You see, my father was a famous person in Kondele. My father was a taxi driver, the first chairman of Kondele Taxi
Association.
In the 80s and 90s. Yes. So I would go through the things he was doing and the things he wanted to do.
Yes.
And through that, I learned a lot. And you see, when I was born and brought up within the ghetto, so there are so many challenges that I passed through. Because I went to Kosau Primary School. It's not a private school. It's just a normal local school within Manyata.
Yeah.
So you can imagine the kind of challenges you'd face. Sometimes you walk to school and back.
Yes.
And now, because I have my mom is in the market. There's no one to maybe prepare lunch. You see, so life was very difficult. So through that, I learned so many things and had to harden up so that I can face the challenges. So that has always impacted my life, and each time I am in Manyata, I realize the things that I used to see 10, 20 years ago are still existing. But these are not permanent things that should be existing currently. So what can we do as people within this area so that we change the narrative that exists within us? So that is what has been pushing me, because we realize we have been electing leaders so that they can be our mouthpiece to work on the things we have been telling them. But we realize no one is there to address them. So for me, I told them, I think I am going to put myself forward so that we can rally together to make this happen. Yes. So that is how I decided, like, I am going to do this.
So you are coming back to change home.
Yes. Manyata is home for me.
Yeah.
And things have to change. Because you realize Kondele ward is the biggest ward in Kisumu.
Okay.
In terms of population,
Yes.
in terms of
Yes.
and Kondele ward is also a place where people see as a risky place.
Yes.
Because if you're looking for bad people, thugs, robbers, they'll tell you they're in Kondele. Yes.
Yeah.
If you look at the rate of unemployment, is very high. The biggest elephant we have in Kondele.
Yeah.
Kondele with the highest population within all the wards that we have in does not even have a health center. So you can imagine, how do we survive without that? The current MCA is trying to put a structure, and we are really hopeful they complete it before the next election, because Kondele really needs that. Because you can imagine, in a population of over 40,000, you don't even have a mini health center.
Yes.
Not even a good structure. Just something where emergencies can be addressed. And you see, health is a very key component of life. Yes. So that is a very big challenge. Yes.
So you're speaking to the youths about you coming in now, not as Cecil, the entrepreneur, but now as Cecil, the politician who grew up in Manyata, that is in Kondele ward. And who went to school in Kondele ward, and also now who's coming to change home. what is the first thing you're telling them so that they can identify with you?
You see, one thing we always say, we are youth for youth, because there are so many young people. There are so many young people in Kondele, but who speaks for us? It is time we are speaking for ourselves. And it is time a youth stands for a youth. Yes. Yes. If I'm going to stand for you, you're going to stand for me too. Yes.
Okay.
Because one thing I always say, if today I have something going on, something successful,
Yes.
the first person that will benefit, my mom will benefit. Because if today I say I have 1,000 bob, let me send my mom 500. The 500 I use on myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, that is what I believe in. So if young people are going to get opportunity, there's going to be a change in their backgrounds. There's going to be a change in their families. Okay. Because today, an example, if I am jobless and my mom meets maybe an old friend who has opportunity, will my mom or dad look for opportunity for themselves? No.
Set the mic properly so that now they hear you. These guys want to hear you. Move it closer to you. These guys want to hear you. So
like today?
Yeah. Speak to them. Speak to them, my brother.
Today, your mom or your father meets an old friend who has a company. What is the first thing they will say? I have a son, I have a daughter. Can they get a space there? They will not be looking for themselves.
Yeah.
Your dad will not say, can I get a job there? No.
No. Yeah.
He will be thinking, I have a son, I have a daughter that needs this opportunity.
Yes.
So what happens if that son or daughter has that opportunity? You see, we are going to change families.
Yes.
We are going to change home. So that is why I am standing for youth for youth. Young people are so many. Young people are jobless. Young people don't have anything to do. And that is why you see currently we have a lot of mental health cases. And they are not for old people. They are for young people. Because you are like, I have pushed to the limit. There's nothing left for me. There's nobody there to tell you, you need to keep pushing. Time is coming, we are going to get there. Who is doing that for us? Who is checking after us as young people? We have waited for long, and the wait is over for us. So we are doing it ourselves. The young people are going to do it ourselves.
Yes.
And you even saw that when we had the last protest on Finance Bill 2024. It was not about the politicians anymore. It was about the young people who are fed up. They stood for themselves. And you saw what happened. And that is what is going to happen in 2027. We are standing for ourselves and we are creating that space for ourselves.
Cecil, interesting. And you know me as your friend, I always tell you my doors are open for you. Yes. Any day, any time. When you need that support, when you need that brother shoulder, and the bromance, I'm always available for you. That one, I took an oath and I told you that I got you.
And I will appreciate that.
Thank you, brother. So these young people you're talking about, they are also equally waiting for the big bread, like the white collar jobs. They want to be employed in posh offices. They are not much into thinking of having startups. How are you encouraging them to have startups, businesses that can help them equally grow, and to delete the narrative that having a business is weak and it's not fashionable. Being employed and at the end of the month earning a salary, driving a big car, or sitting in a big office is posh enough. What are you doing to change all this? And are you encouraging them enough?
You see, that brings me back to urban. You see, urban, we have drivers, we have conductors,
Yes.
and most of them are people from Manyata, people from Kondele ward. And you realize I don't have enough cars for
All of them.
all of them.
Yes. And you can't employ all of them.
I cannot. And you realize not all of them want white collar jobs. Not all of them.
Yes, that is also there.
Sometimes some just come to me, like we have seen there's a drainage work that is going on around. Can we get space? Can we get chance? Not all of them want white collar job. Like they're just looking for something to sustain them. So for me, that is what I am thinking. And it's a
What role are you going to play for them to get that something small
because
that's going to sustain them?
we want to create our own opportunities.
Will the system allow us to create our own opportunities?
The system might not allow us, but we would push to create our own opportunities. Because can't we have empowerment programs?
We can.
We can have empowerment programs. After these empowerment programs, can we look for funds for startup business and boosting business?
Yes.
You can imagine our sisters, our aunties, our mothers who are selling mboga, tomatoes. They don't need 100,000 to do that. Do they?
No, they don't.
No. Someone just needs even 2,000 to get that mboga to the market. So for me, is how are we going to think in that line? Like if you were to have 10 mama mbogas and get them 10,000 or 20,000. Because how much mboga do they get to the market within the estates? Someone will tell you, I only need. There was a time one came to me, I only need 500 to do this. I was like, no, that one I don't even need to go and look here. So there are small things that we can sustain ourselves. We can start with the small things, then create that opportunity and create that system for us for big things. Yes.
Because you're going to get there. And from how I know you and from the way I know how aggressive I know you are and how fluent you are and tactical you are, I know you are going to get there. And you're going to get into that assembly.
We have to.
When you get there, then what is your number one to do for the young people in Kondele ward as a community in terms of sustainability of their businesses, those who are already doing business, and also those who would like to start doing business?
You see, before even we do that business, we have to make sure our environment is conducive for that business. Yes. We cannot just talk about business and we don't have sites for that business. So we have to make sure we have a conducive environment, a society that understands we really need to thrive on this. So how are we going to create that society?
That's the question.
That is very united.
That's the question.
That is very family. That is very organized. And that only happens when we all come together and realize we have had a problem for many years and we are changing this problem. And we are changing this problem, not looking at the monetary side of it, but we are changing this as a community. Yes.
And the community of Kondele Ward is ready for that?
We are ready for change because that is what we need. We really need to prosper. We really need to grow. We really need to have something that is tangible, something that someone can see. Yes, there's something happening there. Because even today, if you go to the president of Kenya and tells him about Kondele, the narrative he has about Kondele is totally different. So those are the narratives we want to change. Yes.
So
we are going to make it a better place. A better place for everything. It's good. Currently, we are having roads being made. Yes. Currently, we are going to have tarmac roads in Kondele.
And good access into
access.
the estates in Kondele, yeah.
Yes, because that has been a major challenge. We have never had access, and that has contributed so much to insecurity. That has contributed so much to low business, and that has contributed to so many things. Yes, you see, so we are on the right step of changing things, and Kondele will be totally different in the next 5 to 10 years.
What is your number one business when you get in?
My number one business is how am I going to get opportunities for young people
in Kondele Ward.
And by that time, I hope we have the health center up and running. Because if you're not going to have that, then that would be our number one priority, because health is key. The things I have seen happen in Kondele, we really need that. Because there was one day I just left relaxing somewhere at night, so I was heading home. So I had a friend, I was dropping him along Konambaya. I don't know if you know Konambaya.
Yes, I do.
Yes. So on our way to Konambaya, we had passed a woman carrying a young child, and it was 3 a.m.
In the morning.
And it had rained that day. So we just passed. So I dropped him and came back. So when I came back, I still found her walking. So I stopped. And she felt uncomfortable and was almost running away. And I was like, no, don't run. I am here to help you. So I was like, what is the problem? So the woman was crying. The child is sick. She doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
She's now rushing to Russia.
Yeah.
So I was like, but this is serious. Why haven't you taken in a border? Like, I don't have any money with me, so I am just walking to
Russia.
So I was like, you don't have any money, but if you get to Russia, will they treat you if you don't have money? So you can imagine the distance from Konambaya to Russia, and again, you don't have any coin with you. Would you get services?
Tricky. In the wee hours of the morning.
In the wee hours of the
morning. Very, very tricky.
I had to take her to Russia myself and made sure the child got treatment.
So you believe that if we have proper access to social amenities, then there will be a big change in how people perceive and how business is done in Kondele?
A very big change. Social amenities. Is going to change a lot within Kondele. Currently, we're having a secondary school being built.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it gets done in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Because you can imagine with all that population, we only have one secondary school.
Which is?
St. Ignatius Magai.
Yes.
So you can imagine maybe someone walking all the way to Lions, or all the way to Kisumu Boys.
Wow. Interesting times that we are living in. Don't you think that there is much more that needs to be done just beyond having youth being for youth?
A lot. But you see, the youth makes 70% of the population. So how are we going to secure a future if we don't secure that for young people?
So you talk more of the youth. Where are you leaving the aged? Somebody may ask. Your mother can ask you, where are you living?
And that is why I told you,
Yes.
if today there was an opportunity and that opportunity was presented to your mother,
Yes.
your mother will refer that to the son or the daughter.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they know if these people are well placed
And empowered.
Then things are going to work. Yes. And it doesn't mean because we focus so much on youth, it doesn't mean those are the only people we care about. I care so much about my mom. Without her, I wouldn't be here.
Yes.
So if I am growing, our life is also changing. Yes.
That's true.
You see?
Yeah.
Because if you plant it here, it will help a bigger number. You see? So that is why we have to focus where the main problem is. Our main problem is young people. Because if you talk of unemployment, would you talk of unemployment to a 60-year-old person?
No.
They should be retired by now.
Yeah, true.
Yes, you will talk to young people, 20, 30.
Yeah, exactly.
You see?
Exactly. Yeah.
When we talk of insecurity, people are being attacked. Who are attacking the people?
The young people.
The young people. If we talk of people not going to school, who are these people who are not going to school?
The young
people. So you see, 90% of these problems are for young people. So if we solve the problems of young people, we solve the problems of the elderly.
And the future
Yes,
too.
in the future.
So that is where you're seeing this bus that now you are flagging off, or you had flagged off already, taking you. It is seen that if you don't have the colors of the Baba party, then you may find it challenging.
Yes.
Have you identified your bus so far?
I am a registered member of ODM.
Yeah.
And that is the party I have grown up knowing. And that is where we belong. It's the home for us.
Yeah.
And that is what we are going to use to get to where we want to.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have already identified the bus.
Yes. We have been in the bus. We don't need to identify.
Have you ever met the Baba before? Like, have you had a chat with him? Seated close to him?
I
talked to him?
I have not talked to him, but I have met him in person.
Oh, you have met him in person?
I have met him in person. Like there was a function, and now you people have to greet Baba. Yes.
If you could get 5 seconds with Baba, and you are told to talk about one thing that the youth of Kondele ward need the most, apart from the social amenities, what would it be?
One thing I would tell Baba, young people need space and opportunity. Let's give them that.
Space and opportunity.
If there's that space where everything we do, we think of young people, because they don't get involved. You realize so much is happening, but are the young people getting involved? One thing I would say, you see, when we want things to be done, if today Baba would call for a demonstration, it is the young people who would show up. Hmm? So young people are only seen when we want something bad to be done. Like, we need you to go and make noise. There, we need you to go and harass and beat someone. So that is where people think the young people can flourish very well, which is not. Give young people space and opportunity and see what they can do and achieve.
Fantastic. What's your plan or your intention or your agenda on education in Kondele ward?
It's a big problem.
And what do you intend to do about it?
If you walk in Kondele even right now, you will realize a lot of kids are not going to school. One, when you will ask around, they'll tell you maybe they don't have fee. They don't have fee for maybe a PP1 or PP2. Next, they will tell you some are living with relatives, so they don't care them going to school or not. They are orphans. And some, the family cannot even feed them, so they don't have to go to school. They have to go and hawk things along the street so that they can get food. And this brings us back to the empowerment that we were saying, so that we create a suitable environment where our mothers, our sisters, our brothers can do business. So that business is strictly for 18 years and above, and young people to go to school. Education is key. You realize, because we don't have education, because so many dropped out of school, they have resorted to being thugs. And that is how we get insecurity. And that is how young people are being killed weekly. In a weekly basis, you will get 2, 3 were killed because they went to rob somewhere in Manyat.
Okay.
And all this happening because these people did not get opportunity to finish school, or these people don't have anything to do, and that is what they resort to.
2027, you are getting into the county assembly as the MCA of Kondele.
Yes.
Do you stop doing business?
Business is my life. I will never stop doing that. I will do business whether I'm MCA or not, because I am not seeking an MCA position to get a job. I can do my business and earn my living as usual.
Yeah.
I am going there because there's something I want to change.
You are going there because there's something you want to change.
Yes. So that means my business will be up and running.
So that means your business will be up and running.
Yes, no matter what. Yes.
Great. We are talking to Cecil Okoth, Cecil Conchella,
Yes.
my good buddy, who says that he is bigger than the big shoe of Kondele ward, and he is passionate about the young people of Kondele. He is also the brain behind Shuttle in the transport industry, the matatus that ply Mamboleo, Manyata, and also Lolwe area, 44. Today is really interesting because here we are wishing him well in his future plans and endeavors. But one last thing, my brother.
Yes.
You have a family.
Yes, I do.
I thought you forgot about family.
No. In our society,
Yes.
for you to be regarded as someone
Yes.
who can address people, who can do something constructive, family values are very key.
Family values are key.
I am a husband. I am a father.
How do you create time for your family, your business, and your political ambition?
the most difficult thing in life.
Mm.
It is the most difficult thing, especially now in the political space. It's very difficult because you cannot be in a place without people spotting you and everyone wanting your attention. Yes. So
Your
that's-
phone keeps ringing all the time.
Yes.
Now, when do you have even time for mama and the kid?
that is why I've said
Yeah.
it's very difficult. But I am learning also along the way. Yes, because I cannot say I am a perfect person. Yeah? Because I am getting into this space of politics, now I have also to learn how do I keep my family and how do I keep my business and how do I keep my political
Ambition.
Yes. And for me, my family, I try to keep my family as low as possible so that because in politics a lot is happening, a lot is being said, a lot of nasty things.
Yes.
If you don't have a strong family,
Yes.
you cannot maneuver around it. So a lot
and also an understanding
yes,
wife.
yes.
Yeah.
I love family. Yes, and I love my kids, and I like spending time with them, especially on weekends. So each and every day, I try to finish things I do so early so that I get home before they sleep, and just make sure we have that time together. Yes. And I don't like my Sundays to be engaged. So that
Or you dedicate your weekends to
yes,
them.
especially on a Sunday.
On Sunday.
Yes, for family. Yeah.
Fantastic. Tougher than tough and stronger than strong. Youth for youth, so he says. And at the same time, he says, you cannot make it in this space if you do not value family. And nobody would listen to you if you don't have the blessing of your loved ones or of your wife and your family. Has your mom told you, Cecil, Agwevi, the Yodcom no?
My mom still don't believe this.
Why not?
Yes, because my mom sees me as that young boy who is very calm. Sometimes I show her the videos of places I was when I was doing addressing people.
Yes.
She don't believe.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't believe I can do that.
Yes.
So she keeps asking me, are you doing this for real? I am like, yes, I am doing this. So she has never seen me in a place addressing people. But one day, they were having an arambe in their church. So she didn't know I was the guest. So we were talking. So I was in Bondo by that time. So she knew I was in Bondo. So she was like, are you coming? No, I am in Bondo. So she thought I am just coming the normal way, like we're having some event in church. Yes, so just a church member coming. Yes. So I told the organizer I am in Bondo, but I will be there in 1 hour's time.
Great.
So when I got there, my team was already there. So I think that is the day she was shocked, like, what is happening? So this is not the person I know anymore. Yes. So she was like, now Mheshimiwa has arrived. Now we have to give him time so that he addresses us. My mom did not believe that. So from there, she was like, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Go for what you want.
Yeah. That's a mother's blessing.
Yes, go for what you want.
Yeah.
With what I have seen, go for what you want.
Fantastic. And we equally have you in our hearts, and we are behind you fully as the business community.
Thank you.
We would really love to see you get in there and bring in some change that the world needs, and entirely that will trickle down to Kisumu as a county.
Yes, one thing I would say, and I would tell my friends, and I will tell so many people would see this, it is not about Cecil. Yes, it is not about Cecil. One, what I always say, for me, I would still live life beyond this.
Yeah.
It's about humanity.
Yeah.
And it's about touching other lives
Yeah.
with the little
Yeah.
that we can.
Yeah.
So I would ask so many people, we are going for something that is not easy.
Yeah.
I would ask my friends who are ready to support, who are ready to do anything.
Yeah.
Please hold on.
Yeah.
Hold. We are going to work this together.
Yeah.
Those who have not registered,
Yeah.
please make sure you register as a voter.
Yeah.
Because that one vote
Yeah.
is really going to be important. So those who have not registered as ODM members, please do.
Register.
Please do register. So because that one vote is going to be very important.
Great.
We saw that with the protest, how one person showing up made a big difference for Kenya.
Yeah.
So
Great.
that is what I can say. Let us hold each other and let's push for this, because 2027, we are getting there.
We are getting there.
Yes.
He says 2027, we are getting there, and he also means business. And he has been the brain behind Urban Shuttle, the so far one of the main transport locomotives in West Kenya, and also in Kisumu. We are so much glad to have hosted Cecil Okoth, or better known as Cecil Conchela, with a big ambition to be, or let's say he is the incoming MCA Kondele Ward. This is the Seed Pod, where we talk about building a business brilliance. Your last word to entrepreneurs.
We cannot be a complete society without business.
Yeah.
And business is the most difficult thing to succeed on. Let us be open. Let us hold hands so that we support each and every person that is doing business in Kisumu. We tried at one point when we wanted to have a Kisumu business hub, where we can have each and every person that does business in Kisumu, so that each and every opportunity that comes up within the Western region is channeled to Kisumu Business Hub, so that each and every person can grow and develop by supporting each other. You see, I cannot be a one-man show, so that I want to now develop and grow myself.
Yes.
I need people who do other different things to make it a complete ecosystem.
Yes.
So let us support each other. Let us be there to advise. Let us be there to promote. And let us coexist in harmony, because we are not going to make it if we don't be there for each other.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I wish you all the best. I know we are still going to have a lot of these conversations going forward.
Yes.
And of course, this is a platform for you any day, anytime.
Okay.
Whenever you feel you want to talk to the community in Kondele, you want to talk to entrepreneurs. And basically, if you just want to talk to Kisumu County as a whole, then this is a space for you that we welcome you any day, anytime. The Seed Pod, building business brilliance in West Kenya. I have been your host. My name is Brian Oruko, and we are at Alpha Next Podcast Studio. We are powered by Alpha Next Podcast Studio. So anytime you need or room to make your podcast sessions, you can reach out to Alphanex Podcast Studio. This is the Seed Pod. Till next time, building business brilliance.